Hey, good peeps. Happy Friday. We made it. TGIF Friday. Whew. I am doing this particular live for subscribers only, but I can only do that on my computer because I don't have the equipment to do that. It's a complicated equipment thing. Anyway, I don't like the video. I don't like the sound. I don't like anything about it. It's old school, grainy, yada, yada. But here I am. I don't think y'all will really care. You get to see all the art studio stuff in the background. So here I am. All right. So let me know who's here when you get here. I'm going to start by, wait a minute. Do I have my chat pulled up? 1 second. Jay's here. Hello, love. How are you? I'll be very surprised, Jay, if we get many people that find this, number one, and two, that I don't think we'll have issues tonight like we normally do. But I don't know. We'll see. We will see. So I'm going to start off as usual with a reading for the weekend. And I'm asking what deck. Ooh, okay, my offline deck. We'll use that, my spatial deck. 1 second here. That card is not where it's supposed to be. Oh. Oh, hey, Deborah. How are you, love? And Joseph is here. Awesome. I think it'll be a nice time we have no matter what. I love your attitude so much. Really, Jay, thank you. And it doesn't have to be wild for me. It doesn't. I don't like having to use this computer camera. It's just so grainy looking. I don't care for it. But I haven't figured out how to do it otherwise for just subscribers only. Good, Deborah. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. And Joseph, right before I came on here, I'm overdue. I didn't have time to respond to my comments today, except yours, and I did it right before I came on here. So, good idea. I liked your suggestion. So, I put that video on my to-do list. I literally have a list of videos I need to do. So, it's in the queue. It's in the queue. Whew, all right, guys. I don't think I'm going to waste any time, but if, okay, what's your question, Joseph? Shoot. Go on and put it out there. I got my pad right here. I'm ready. Well, black tourmaline is definitely a stone for here. Let me read your comment because people that see this after the fact won't know what I'm talking about. Joseph is saying, I used to get 3 knocks all the time at night. It didn't matter if I was at home, a motel, or sleeping in my truck. I started carrying black tourmaline and it stopped. Can you give me the insight on it? I'd probably have to really go into like a formal meditation and see if I could see what that is. But off the top of my head, let me see. Well, Joseph, I'm going to ask you, I think you have been very curious because you said this to me about spiritual things, and I'm jokingly, a pun intended, going to say things that go bump in the night. Funny, not funny, right? It could, okay. My mind is saying it can be several things, right? It could be your spirit guides. It could be and deceased ancestor. It could be, um, those would be the big ones. But it could also be other things, as you know, because I know you dabble in that realm. I don't know to what extent. And honestly, I don't want to get all woo woo, but I kind of feel like it was something like that, that maybe you had made a connection with something on the other side and it wanted to say hello. As I was saying, tourmaline is an excellent stone for protection. It didn't feel friendly. I don't get malevolent, but I get mischievous when I tune into that energy. Yeah. So, Joseph, not just for you, but anybody who might see this video later, don't do that. Y'all don't know what's on the other side. And some of you who do, uh, mm, I don't. This is a long subject. This is the kind of thing I'd really like to go more into depth with you. Well, for everybody's sake, Joseph, in one of our members only live. There's more I'd like to say, but I don't want to say too much here because of the. Oh my God! Thank you, Joseph. Thank you so much. Just bear in mind that I don't know who the heck's going to see this, because even though it's for subscribers, I don't want to. That's the reason I'm holding back, and I'll just say that out loud. I don't mind going into depth and things like this in the members community. So I wanted you to understand why I'm stalling a little bit on my answer. I will say this again: if you dabble in those things, sometimes you don't know what you don't know. No, all the time we don't. Nobody, all of us, we don't know what we don't know. Um, and I deal with trapped souls and people who haven't crossed over, and and all that. Like you, that's one of the things you commented on the other video. And I think maybe you have, for starters, I think at one point you were like playing with, at some point in your history, you've played with Ouija. You've done some other things, maybe not spirit box, but other things. And that opens a portal. Not only that, how can I say this? I thought I muted my devices. Oh, that's my son. One second. Let me just send that to him. There are energies. I purposely use the word energies, not entities, but energies. Energies can be entities, but they don't have to be. They can also just be something else, which again, I'm not going to go into that rabbit hole right now on this particular live. That might like your energy, and they can follow you home from places. They can attach themselves to you. My apologies, y'all. This is my son. 1 second. So it's, let me see if you said, I might have missed your comment here. And these glasses are just not doing it here on my computer. Let me see if these are better. Not really. Let me get my nose up in here. Well, I wish you had asked me last night. I was tired, I will admit, but that's a great kind of thing I like to talk about more there. Just again, because you don't know who's going to come over here, and I don't. People do crazy, stupid stuff. Can I just say that? That's correct, Jay-Z. If they subscribe, they have to wait 5 minutes before they can get in the chat here. But I set it so that it's only going to show up in subscribers' feeds. Now, I don't know I don't know how else they would see it. Sorry, two conversations because Jay and I were talking about this last night. Usually smells can either remind you of an early time. That's true, but not everybody gets smells. I played Ouija in cemeteries. I know. I could feel that. Well, okay. Do you now know that you're opening a portal when you do that? And you don't know what's on the other side of that portal. So I'm saying that to you and everybody else that's watching. Do not play with Ouija boards. Do not play with spirit boxes unless you are very skilled and you know how to deal with whatever comes through that portal. And I think 99% of the people on the planet would say they probably don't know that. Not to mention, even if they don't mess with you, that you're letting things through a portal that you don't know what their intention is. You don't know. It's not smart. Well, Joseph, I don't recommend it. It probably wasn't the Ouija, though I've done worse more recently. I happen to have a certain, I don't want this to sound egotistical. I don't mean it that way at all. I have a certain protection because I have a certain authority given to me by an initiation. Now, I'm not saying I'm protected from everything. I don't know everything. There's too many things out there in this universe I've never seen and wouldn't begin to imagine. But I feel that I have a certain protection that most people don't have. So when I do soul crossings and I do things like that, I encounter some things too. But I never feel like I'm in danger. But if you don't have a specific kind of protection, you do, and also you're opening a portal that, again, even if that doesn't mess with you, it can mess with other people. Okay, good, Jay. Yeah, tell your friend to come on. Well, I have to ask then, why are you doing that, Joseph? Are you just curious about the other side? I'm not being critical. I don't understand I want to understand you. Why are you doing that? But maybe you're curious about what's on the other side, but you understand when you open a door, it goes both ways. You may be trying to connect with what's over there, but guess what? They can come through here too. So, I mean, it's just something I have to, and all good, being a good, responsible, metaphysical type person, I have to let you know that because I do house clearings for people and I find all kind of stuff in people's houses and attached to people. And again, you don't know what you don't know. And they're not that easy to get rid of sometimes. Oh, cool, Desi. Well, you enjoyed your date night. That sounds fun. Yeah, I've heard that movie. I don't know when I'm going to get to watch it, but thanks for stopping by. So again, Joseph, I am not meaning to sound critical. I'm concerned. Let me be clear. It would be concern. And like, why are you doing it? Maybe curiosity, but it is something, in my opinion, you shouldn't play with unless you've been trained, unless you've been given, like I said, a special authority and protection to be able to do that and do it safely. And again, let's say, does your authority extend to other people involved? Because maybe you can protect yourself, but can you protect other people? Well, okay, cool, Joseph. He's saying being able to do stuff like that runs in my family. It was just because I could. That's not really. I'm not. Now this is going to sound critical, and again, I don't mean to, but that's not the best reason to do something, Joseph. Hey, I have multiple black belts and 4 different NRA certifications with handguns and different kind of personal protection devices. Doesn't mean just because I can, doesn't mean I need to go out and prove that by shooting my gun off. I don't even need to tell people I have those reasons. So now that might not be the best analogy, but it's just not prudent. You're messing with things you don't know just because you can. Uh, it's really not good for you and your energy. So I just need to, I would not be responsible if I didn't tell you that. So again, you do what you do. I mean, be you, but at the same time, I do not recommend that because people have to pay me $1,000 to come clean that mess up. And I'm saying that kind of tongue in cheek, but it's true. I mean, I go into house clearings and have to clear attachments and things and the entities and stuff from people that, where did they get it? We don't most of the time know that, right? Well, that's a good thing, Joseph, and I think you're really lucky, and I'm happy to hear that. I'm really happy to hear that. Or at least that you know of. You might have let stuff through that portal and not known it. In other words, they might have looked at you and said, "Oh, I don't want that. I want to go over here and bother somebody else." You just don't know that. Exactly, Desi. Read Desi's comment. We had a talk about that in the yes. In the last members only, that you saw. That's correct. Just because you know it's there and you can do it doesn't mean you should. There's a certain respect which honestly goes both ways. If you respect it, most of the time it will respect you. Now when you're talking about opening up portals, that's a whole different level. It just is. Because again, you just don't know what you don't know. I just don't recommend it, Joseph. I really don't. I think it's playing with fire, to be honest. I've encountered some stuff. And there's tons and tons more I know that's out there that I haven't encountered, don't want to either. That's funny. Funny, not funny, isn't it, Desi? We've got enough going on this side of the veil. Oh, Lord, that's so true. That's all I can do to, get by my life every day with normal stuff, human stuff. Oh, gosh. Anyway, Joseph says, great questions. I love that we talk about this. And again, we can go more in depth in this in a members only chat because I feel a little bit more free to speak there. That's a good point. That's right, Joe, because evil can be very clever and even seductive and very it can wear a mask because it wants you to see it a certain way for its own agenda. That's true. It is very genuine. Well, good, Joseph. Yes, you just kind of plan on that. And if I trying to remember, it might have been excuse me, right before you came on board as a member. I'm trying to remember, and I can't. That I posted in the community post for suggestions about things to talk about, and so I'm always open to suggestions about those kind of things. And to the degree that I can, now I'm not always going to give you all my trade secrets because I have people, well, I tell them these things exist and they say, well, how do you fix it? Well, that's when you call me. I'm not going to give you all my trade secrets, but I think it's interesting stuff to talk about. Desi's saying, Oh, and that's a good point too, Jay. Dangerous isn't only bad, but it has a lot of potential. I'm pretty sure Jay is speaking from experience with that comment. You let me know that, Jay. I know my limits and I have my respect for even the low vibrational energies. Enough respect to leave it alone. There you go, Desi. I know because low vibrational energies, they can wreak some havoc, can't they? Oh, wow. That's right. Oh, well, are you talking about in the live or outside of that? Because that was, yeah, that was such a weird live. That was so weird. And I don't know what was going on that night, but let's call it that. Yeah, let's call it that low vibrational energy. I felt it too. Yeah. Well, Joseph, we had this. It was just a normal live Tuesday night, which is really usually a pretty good night for me to do readings and stuff. And we have the normal trolls. You know that goes with the territory when you're not doing it like this for subscribers only. And then so the trolls started coming in, and then it just got weird. There were bots coming in, and then I don't know what all because I was trying to focus on readings, but Desi and Jay and were dealing with it. But it was outside of it too. We were connecting to a friend Eli. This geez, oh dear, he was messing with Jay mainly. Yeah, and Jay can feel that. Thankfully, he can feel that when people are messing with him. Ooh, but it was I don't know. Maybe it was Attack the Humans night. I don't know, but I'm kind of saying that tongue in cheek. But yeah, that same night though, that's so weird. Yeah. But it was weird in the live too. We had a conversation about that later. What was that? It's so weird. I just got off. It was strange. Okay, that's who you're talking about. I didn't know his name. He was a nasty energy. He was smirking at the fact he was making Jay uncomfy. Oh Lord. I kind of couldn't stop my yapping. Let me see. What's your friend's name? Eli? Is that okay? Okay, Eli. Well, there you go. Yeah, what did you do? I'm curious too. Joseph is asking. I am. Maybe on the moon. It was crazy. And it wasn't even a full moon though. We got a full moon, y'all. We got a big week coming up. I'm going to do a video on Lionsgate. We got Lionsgate and a full moon happening within in the same 24 hours, really. I mean, Lionsgate's already happened. Lionsgate is already happening. It's like a 2-week period, but the pinnacle is on August the 8th. So that's already happening, but then we got a full moon thrown in there. So it's some pretty interesting energy this week. Interesting, Desi. That's interesting. It started to take over my filter. I couldn't really control myself. It was more than overwhelmed emotions. Joseph. I love your sense of humor. Yeah, see, there you go. Y'all have had the experience, and I'm not making this stuff up. Well, all of y'all know now, and Joseph certainly does too, although he's just been, I don't know, lucky. You've been lucky, Joseph. You've been doing all that. You've been lucky. He'll open your portal. He'll create a new orifice, right? I shouldn't have said that on live. I should not have said that. Oh, I said that out loud, didn't I? Oh, God. Oh, Joseph, Lord have mercy. I might like it. Y'all are too funny. Too funny. All right. Well, I'm going to pull some cards because somebody here might want to know what's happening this weekend. This is sort of my energy for the weekend. Quick check in. I don't think that's the way to do that, though, Jay. I wouldn't do it that way, but okay. Well, mhm. Well, and Desi, that's the thing, though. How do you know? Back to what you were saying, that they can be tricky. How do you know? Okay, now that's good. Talking to your spirit guides, yes. Well, I know, Jay. That was a low point then. And I know people like see me do what I do. You don't see what I do off camera. You don't see my protection rituals. You don't see me. Well, sometimes you see me talking to my team, but you don't under. I mean, I don't go into that elaborate thing what I'm doing leading up to something like when I do mediumship readings or whatever. But I have rules with my team and boundaries with my team, and they know that. And so I don't just open a door willy nilly. Um, that's good, Jay. I'm glad you've learned. Well, having and Desi said, I just have faith that I'm protected from those things. Faith and belief that goes a long way, doesn't it, Desi? It really does. Well, and right, whatever you believe in is protecting you too, right? Yeah, good. Okay. Desi sound great. I had a ginormous salad, Cobb salad for dinner. It was so good. It's never worth it. No, the juice is definitely not worth the squeeze on that one. So I think, normally I do love readings on these, but I kind of feel like doing sort of a general reading because of all the energy we have going on. So I want to ask just the weekend right now. If it isn't ready to leave, then it will leave in time. Well, really, because time isn't real in their dimension. I'm just going to point that out. So, what kind of energies do we have activated for us this weekend surrounding for my collective here? Good point, Dizzy. Disharmony. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's see what else wants to come out. Now, I didn't specify love. I'm just saying. I just said, oh, God. It looks like love to me. Hmm. I'm sorry. That was a very biased comment. Yes. Something that causes disharmony in the home, the family, the hearth, whatever. This could be somebody you might have thought was a twin flame. Again, I didn't specify love reading, but something's coming in fast. Something be coming in, and it be coming in fast. I'm just saying. Yeah, who's coming in? What's coming in? Mr. Player over here. So I guess this is a love reading. Or this is an energy of, this is the Knight of Wands. Sorry, I realize I'm trying to hold it where there's not a huge glare, but Knight of Wands. He is what most readers call the player card, but it doesn't have to be that. It's just an energy of movement, a lot of action, excitement, but it's here now, gone tomorrow, or even maybe later tonight. Very likely is somebody from your past. Excuse me. Oh, doggone it, y'all. I'm gonna have to go take my pill. I forgot to do that. That's why I'm starting to cough. Somebody from the past. Now, this can also talk about family and children. So this could be a family member, not necessarily a loved one. But I'm going to keep going. Oh, goodness. Well, I know who this is for me. Goodness me. This is somebody you might not have been talking to recently. They might have ghosted you. You just might not be in communication. Could be a lover or a former lover. Oh my goodness. I'm going to lock my doors. All right, what else? That's pretty clear right there, even though I didn't specify love. I don't know. Oh my word. What in the heavenly heavens? I need a mic drop here right now, y'all. So for those of y'all, I'm just going to, this is probably love. Whoever this person is from your past that you have not been talking to wants to reconcile or is coming in saying, I've elevated, I've awakened. I don't think I believe it. Just be mindful because so clear. This is the card, Seven of Swords, deception. Sometimes means strategy. I don't get that here. I get they're deceiving you because really what they want is this. They really want to be passionate about it. Passion. Yeah, you may have arguments. You may have had an argument about that already. Jeez. I know, Desi, keep that Nine of Wands away from me. I know. I'm going to go see what Jay said. As we continue to use time to be positive, which dismisses evil from us and more. I'm not sure I understand that comment. Continue to use time to be positive, which disconnects the evil from us. I don't understand that comment. Daisy says, I'm craving movie and theater. Oh, yes. This is my first friend day since I broke up with my boy. Oh, that's a big deal, Daisy. That's a big deal. My first date after that was, well, I don't know how long it's been, a month ago. And it was weird to me. I just, and he wanted to go out again. And I just wasn't, I realized I wasn't ready. That's what it was. I wasn't ready. Hopefully you will be. Oh yeah, I know exactly what the tango, the horizontal tango is what that's. Oh, I got you, Jay. Yeah, they want to do the horizontal tango. Mm-hmm. Now you saw me shuffle. You stuck like glue, and you're saying, "I don't think so, Bubba. This has been heavy, 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 heavy burden, and I'm really quite over it." For most of you, are saying, "I don't care if you got the best one in the county." Sorry. It's Friday night, y'all. It's been a long week. My mouth is getting a little loose. Forgive me. It's not normally my way. I try to censor myself when I'm out here. You didn't really want to go, but he's paying for the movie, so I thought, why not? Well, just don't get his hopes up. Don't, get his hopes too high up. You have to dash him, Daisy. Oh, y'all, I don't know what to make of this reading. I just want to kind of hide already. I'm going to turn my lights off, lock my doors, and hide already. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is interesting. Again, doesn't have to be a love relationship. It just has that written all over it to me. But then I'm filtering it. So, y'all, this could be somebody, a family member, like I said. And maybe you've dealt with this person before. And you're saying, I don't think I want to do that again. I want to put this down. Now, for some of you, this person is not necessarily stable. When I say stable, I'm talking about financially stable, or maybe even in their home. Maybe they don't have a home. Maybe they need money. I don't know. Yeah, but I don't. Or you can also be saying that's the reason that I forget the camera's backwards on this. That's the reason you feel this is such a heavy burden, because this has not been stable with this person. Because the King of Pentacles in reverse it's not stable, but he also talks about his having money troubles, very possibly. Not good with money, invested bad, whatever. Oh, Desi, that was your only one. Oh. I just don't want to get dinged by YouTube, Desi. I'm trying to keep it PG in here, or well, PG 13 or 18. Sometimes we go all the way up to PG 18 in here, I'll admit, but I try to keep it. I don't want YouTube to ding me. So I'm wondering now, if this is love that we're talking about for some of you, for most of you, this is very likely somebody who did not want to commit to you or to this relationship in particular. But then maybe they didn't, either you or them didn't know how to end it. And I'm saying that because the Ace of Swords in reverse talks about a lack of clarity, sometimes a lack of truth about an ending. Or maybe, no, I see why, I see. So I don't know if this is this person saying that or you saying, because I don't like it out here in the cold anymore. I want to come back in. And this is somebody, I swear this is a love reading all day long. I want to come in and tell you how I feel about you, tell you that I have feelings for you. This person may say, hey, I'm ready to tell you the truth. I'm ready to be straight up. I'm ready to talk about it all, right? Now, this could create a tower for you. Or it can say that person is experiencing a tower in their life. And I have oh my gosh, I can't even. I have the divine pair here, the King and Queen of Cups, y'all. So this person could be coming in, smoozing you, saying, I know who you are to me now. I know you're my divine partner. Have mercy. I mean that literally. Oh, that was a car. Weird. We just had a really horrific storm here. It stopped. That's why I was a little late. I was waiting for the thunder to die down. It was gnarly. There's something funny about this Hierophant. I'm trying to feel that. Let me see. I don't want that back either, Desi. That's why I'm rolling my eyes at this. Let me see what you said. Joseph clutching my pearls. I love y'all. Reminds me of that one scene from the airplane movie. Look up at the scene, woman talking about her rendezvous with that guy. You really clutch your pearls. Okay, now I gotta go watch it. Oh, again, I mean, it's been a while. It's one of my neighbors, young neighbors, revving his engine. New young neighbor. Deborah saying, I'm so over these ghosts from the past. And I didn't even ask this to be a love reading, Deborah. You know I didn't, but here it is. I can't. I'm trying to make it something else, but now I am biased. I'll give that truth, because this tells a very clear story for me. You're also hearing the humming from my computer, but that loud noise was a car. He's new to the neighborhood, and he comes revving his loud, uh, without muffler car. He revs it from. We have speed bumps, and he revs it from one speed bump to the other. Like the speed bumps weren't a clue. You're in a neighborhood where there are kids and animals, and shouldn't you slow down a bit? So this day I walked out, brazen, held my phone up and took a video of him. Right, I mean, he drove right near me, right past me as he went by, and and he slowed down for a couple of days, but oh well, I'm just rambling on trying to avoid this reading right here. That's what I'm trying to do. I won't lie. Mm, mm. I'm gonna have to check that link out too, y'all. Y'all are being fun and funny over there. Oh, have mercy! I can't even. If I had picked cards, if I had said, "Gee, I wonder what it would look like if an ex is coming back," I couldn't have lined these cards up any better. I'm just not even playing. Ah, I want to ask something else. What I want to ask you? Thunder. We got all kind of sound effects tonight. My goodness. All right. I think we know the answer to this, but just for fun, what does this person actually want? What are their true intentions? What do they want? Do you remember me talking about the Ten of Pentacles in reverse? I'm sorry, the King of Pentacles. How that person might be having money troubles? Now I've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This person might be having money problems. Problems with their family. It's, family, again, in the upright. That glare. This can talk about, this can be the happily ever after home, family, dog, picket fence, whatever. They're having trouble there. There's instability there. And they also might be having money problems, and they're losing sleep, worrying about this. Ooh. All right, let me see. I'm not liking that vibe. I hope the devil won't come out. Oh, crikey. This is, gee whiz. I'm feeling really like this portal energy is already all around me, and because this is, oh, crikey here. Let me see what you said. I hear you, Desi. No, me either. You rocked his world, Scorpio, as we do. That's right. It goes with the territory. And he knows he can't find any better. Exactly. They go and they don't realize every one of my exes has come back to me. Wait, I gotta correct that. All but one, and he was crazy drunk anyway. Oh, good. Thank you. All right. We'll keep you company while you're doing your makeup and your hair. So now I got the Queen of Pentacles here. And what did I say? I was joking, kind of not joking about this portal. I had just said with these energies, boy, I hope I don't see the devil. Well, Queen of Swords came. I said Pentacles, didn't, sorry. Queen of Swords. That can say this person wants to tell the truth. They may, that's what we ask. What are their intentions? They want to have a conversation. They want to have a truthful conversation. Maybe, now here it is. Here it is, y'all. I got to show this to you. Hang on. About the past. This could mean you. Talk about the past with you, or something, or someone else, or family situation of some kind. Wait for it, wait for it. Where there's been an ending, betrayal even. Wait for it. And there's the devil. Being released. So if this person was with somebody else, they put an end to it, and there was betrayal here. That's what this card means. And they're being set free, because this is being set free from something that's toxic, being released from something that is toxic. You cannot make this up. And they feel victorious, right? Yeah, oh wow. If your person was with, excuse me, sorry, I have to stop when I do this. I'm going to go take my pill. Assuming this is a love reading, because I think we're kind of in for penny, in for pound here now, and this is your person, and you know your person was with somebody else, that's for a small amount of you, they're saying this ending of this toxic relationship, this toxicity, is a victory. And it's a victory over this Queen of Pentacles. And I know in my twin flame ex's readings, this is who keeps coming up that he's with. So I'm just saying they were in it for the stability, not the love, but that's a whole other story. Because that person played mind games, and there's that tower again. So, and guess who's back? Queen and King of Cups coming for you. Coming for you, whoever this reading is for. Wow, I'm speechless. That's something for me. Well, Jay, I hate to say it. Cards don't lie. Somebody here got single. Somebody here now is single. Maybe they're hoping you, and look at this. Look how, let me show you 1 second. Look how this queen is looking over at this. This could also be saying that person's coming in, telling you the truth that they are single, or they're hoping you're single. Joseph, that's hysterical and oh so true. We all have that one broke ex. Oh, brother preacher, I know it. The only thing they changed is they've gotten better with words. I'm laughing, but I swear it's the gospel. Yes. And guess what? There's that 10 of Wands. This has been a heavy burden, and somebody who's ready to put it down. They're saying, oh, but my fortune is looking up now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This person may, however, either this is them or they're saying this is about you, might not be emotionally available. I think they're saying they're afraid you're not emotionally available and you're going to put up a wall when they come in. Well, duh. Oh, goodness. Words and wands, please. I love it. Oh, Desi, that's hysterical. Please don't. I'll take the cups and the pentacles of yes. Amen. Amen. Venusia, I am doing paid readings. If you'd like to purchase one, look at the pinned comment, please. There's a link there. You can purchase that through the link there. It's $15 through PayPal or $20 with Super Chat. Oh my goodness. Now, if you just have a general metaphysical or spiritual question, that's different. But when we're talking about private readings, I presume is kind of what you were referring to. Mm-hmm. Again, the Hierophant in reverse. This can mean a breakup of a long-time relationship, some kind of marriage situation. This is, ooh, Lord, family, yeah. Nostalgia, people from the past, things coming to light. This person can also be saying, hey, I'm single now because I didn't want to commit. I got to say this too, because and I didn't listen to my intuition when I was over there. So that's part of why I've been missing you, but that's part of why this happened. But this can also mean things are illuminated, and what's been illuminated is that there's been an ending. Okay, well, intentions, this person is coming in to tell you the truth, to tell you that they're single. Anything else? I know she couldn't be here tonight. She'll watch it later. We were texting right before this. Well, could be. Although, I have to say again, Seven of Swords can also be strategy. So maybe this person was scheming and trying to come up with a strategy how to come back in after they did whatever with you, and their situation ended, and now they want to come back. So I'll give that the latitude it deserves. So, but yes, I know Misha's gonna. I'll have to text her, and she's with family this weekend, so we're probably not going to see her. We might see her Sunday evening. Yeah. Have you walked away yet, Collective? Have you walked away? You're coming in to find that out too. and it's also saying their intentions. They're walking away from whatever their situation is, I think. I care for her too, Desi, a lot. She's a lovely, lovely lady. Smart as a whip, too. Gosh, y'all really are paying attention. I'm impressed. That's really amazing. Y'all paying attention to Misha's readings. That's so cool. Yeah, we did do a reading for her, Desi, you in the members only, and that was just what night is it? Last night. Okay. Well, this person is coming in saying, "Hey, I have evolved from that Knight of Wands to the King of Wands." Well, that's an improvement. I want to make things fair now. I'm coming in to bring justice. Well, I can't even, y'all. I hear you. Desi. We were talking too about the hurt and disappointment that we've experienced because of when we get into love relationships. It's really more about our own expectations, because we fall in love with the dream. We fall in love with who we think that person is, not who they really are. And then when we get down the road and find out that's not who they are, we see their true colors, then that's when we start hurting, and that's when we blame everything on them, when really we fell in love with an illusion. We didn't fall in love with the truth, and it's, so we have to own that too. I know, oh Lord, have mercy. Oh Lord, I just looked down during your comment. Yeah, I saw him for who he. Yeah, we fall in love with who we want them to be, not really who they are. That's the truth of it. Well, that's right. We do. It takes two. Amen. Speaking of two, King and Queen of Wands. Again, I'm speechless. So they're saying, their intentions, they're saying, we are a divine couple, and I find you really, really attractive. How about we don't fight about this? Now there's another, well, I did say intentions. I'm going to keep going here. Oh, Joseph, that's sweet. That's so sweet. Okay, my heavens, I'm just flabbergasted. This person, I don't know who this is for. I know it's not for me. They're coming in to tell you how they feel. They're coming in to tell you that, oh, come on. My team is just playing with me tonight with these cards. This is my special deck. I have to tell y'all, they're coming in to tell you how do they feel, you ask. I heard you say that out loud. How do they feel? The lovers. You're their soulmate. You're my density, Lorraine. Y'all know what that's from? 2 points if you know what movie that's from. Okay. Well, I'll wait a second and see. I bet all of y'all too young, but I'm just saying. It was what? Make your plans to give you justice. Don't. They're done fighting it. They want to transform it. They finally gotten clarity about, and they want to heal. Huh. Holy cow. It was Back to the Future. I can't remember if it was 1 or 2 was the movie. That's exactly right, Deborah. Well said. We all make mistakes and bad decisions, but we have the ability to make better choices every day. Indeed. Every day is a choice, right? What's that thing I say? That was not my quote. I got it from somebody. If we're not changing, we're choosing. So, you're choosing to stay the same, or you're choosing to learn from your lessons. I'm not going to say mistakes. Well, it was before your time. It was an older movie. I never liked Back to the Future. I'm definitely old enough to remember when it came out. Sneaking on, huh? Just listen. Sneaking on. You are sneaking. Your name, your ears were burning because your name was mentioned in this chat a minute ago. Because they were saying this might be your reading. You have to go back and replay this. Misha, I'm not making this up. I'm just saying. Wait, Back to the Future, hello, like it's that best series. Even my kids love it. I know. Well, they're too young. Yeah, remember, these people are young. You got to go back in the chat. It wasn't that far up. Go back and read it. Because I asked for just a general reading. I thought, because I'm feeling the Lionsgate energies, and I thought instead of, I'm just bringing Misha up today. Instead of specifying a love reading like I typically do here on a Friday night for the weekend energies, I said, let me just do a general reading. Well, that lasted about 2 seconds. I can't get past this, y'all. Let me see. I'm going to get 2 more cards if anything else wants to come out, and it did. Oh, please. Oh, y'all. Okay, I can't. All right. You say me shuffling, and I know you can't. I'm shuffling, right? Oh, Lord, yeah, Mish, what do you get over here? Okay. I'm shuffling. I said, let me see if it has anything else to say. 3 cards flip out, and this flipped over inside the deck. And when I open it up, where it split the deck is the Lovers again. Tarot is messing with me tonight. The Devil in the reverse again. Oh, y'all, this is magic. This is tarot magic right here. This doesn't happen. Y'all just don't understand. This doesn't happen. Now I gotta look what's underneath the devil. Yeah, here it is. Look, what's underneath that devil, that person being released is a tower. They've had a tower moment in their life. Yes, I'm just saying. And now I gotta look what's under this 2 of Cups. Mm-hmm. They know they got a battle coming in. They know they got to have a battle with you, probably, maybe even dealing with competition for you. Mm-hmm. I've made a choice. I'm trying to bring justice and balance the scales here. I have no words. Now, what fell out? I know you're all asking. What fell out? I hear you all. Tarot is so real. I know, Trish. Man, it's just, this is one of the scariest. Okay, finish my sentence. One of the scariest readings, just because how the cards have been so freaking clear and like, oh no, I meant what I said. And just so clear. No, there's no, messing around here. Now this person is a bit weak, and by weak I mean their confidence. They're not very confident coming in here, even though they're going to be coming in as this King of Wands. You need to know what's behind it. They're really not feeling that confident, but they're coming in like this Knight of Swords. Woohoo! Watch me charge in here. Watch me come in fast and furious and bring you what? Okay, everybody, drum roll. Everybody all together. Let's all together say it together. What are their intentions? Why are they coming rushing in here again? Y'all know what this card is. Everybody tell me, what is this card? What do they want? Tell me what the card is. I know Desi is. Is she gone? I know Desi knows what it is. Yeah, Joseph. That is because all the mods came in here and their chaos energy took over. That's because we're all dating the same person, you understand? That's an inside joke here. Oh, you can't go all, well, you have to play the video. I'm just saying this. I'm not going to take the surprise away from you. Yes, someone did say it was for you. Terror is so real. It really, really is. Are you kidding me, Deborah? Are you kidding me? Deborah says, oh my God, I just got a text from my last ex and I will not acknowledge it. You hold those boundaries, Deborah. You do it for all of us, okay? Magician, no magician. No, that was a good guess, though. They want some of that. Desi knows. What wands? You're saying wands, question mark. C, what wand? Now, excuse me, fellow readers. I can't so far. You got it. I knew you would. I knew you would. I knew you would. I am not playing. That tarot's not playing that. I can't even. I have no words. I'd drop every mic if I had 10 of them. Somebody wants some. What did I say? What did I call that earlier? Horizontal what? What was it? Horizontal something. I don't know what I call it. Horizontal dance. Is that what I said earlier? Something. I know, Mish. Go back and play this. These cards, I wish I had the overhead camera to show this to you so I could get a picture. But I'm telling you, this is, because I picked some of the cards up and reshuffled them and then put this back out, like what's coming in. And then I asked, what are their intentions? A passionate new beginning. I can't even. I'm quitting. I don't know. Oh, have mercy. Now, Mish knows my story. I am already wanting to hide. I need Deborah over here. Deborah, I need some security over here, please. Deborah's pretty clear. Oh, I'm just saying. Are you saying he was texting you today? Oh, your ex-husband. Oh, darn, you got my hopes up for a minute. Yeah. I'm getting better at not opening the door. I'm getting better at that. Oh, have mercy. This is going to be an interesting weekend, apparently. For somebody out there. Let's hope it's not me. 5'3" furry. Aw. I thought so, Mish. Please don't keep that to yourself. My God, you call me day or night if that happens. Well, the ex, yeah. Head pats for Desi. I love that. Yes. Or me. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm glad y'all backing me up here. Well, I can understand why. Mish, you've got plenty of reason not to. I'm not going to air your business, but Trish, I don't have a time frame. I'm here to do readings, and if nobody's going to buy a reading, I'll get off. Or, if I had enough moderators, I'd probably come back on here in the Vertical Live. I just wanted to do something without all. I wanted to do readings for my subscribers only without all the trolls and all the mess, But if nobody's finding me and nobody's here, because when you go horizontal in YouTube, people don't find it. And people don't have the notifications turned on. And then they say, oh, I want you to do a subscribers only thing. And I do. And they're, and I got 8 people in here instead of 100. So it's kind of frustrating. We'll just blame it on the algorithm, whatever. I know I need to be on call 24/7. I need a clone is what I need. I have a friend, y'all, who actually is a scientist. She jokes about her kids teased her one time and said, who do you think you are? Rocket scientist. She says, well, in actual fact, I am. She's a scientist, and she did, in fact, actually send some of her experiments up into the space station. So she's legitimately a rocket scientist. And so we've joked about that. But she's recently retired, but she was working for a company, and her job was creating cloning. I don't know specifically, but something to do with cloning body parts for like scientific experiments. So they'd have something to experiment on that resembled the human body, but wasn't a human. Hello, that makes so much sense. And it's not such that, it's because human body parts are different than rats. And, like we've been doing those kind of tests. So I found that very interesting, speaking of cloning. So maybe I should call her. Can you clone me there? You just said, I don't want to talk to you. Joseph, what are you doing? Joseph, you got more money than you got. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm kidding. First of all, I'm saying thank you. I don't mean to seem ungrateful, but I got to do something for you for that. I got to do a reading or something. Desi saying vertical media shorts gets more visits than horizontal media. Yes, I do know that. I'm very aware. I mean, maybe nobody else is, but yeah, I do know that. But then here's the catch. I can't, if I do a vertical, I can't do it. YouTube gives me no option. Doing it for subscribers only is not an option if you're doing it. So they get you. They want you to have success, so they're going to show it to all those people, and you just have to deal with the trolls. So it's really difficult. And until you get to be a bigger channel, and then you have enough subscribers to support more of this kind of thing. But it's okay. It just goes with the territory. But for those of us that are trying to make a little bit of moolah here, it makes it hard. Anyway, I don't mean to whine. I'm just informing people who may not know that. And then I have, Trish says, you found that interesting. You might find this interesting because I know my other moderators know this. We've talked about it. I spent $250 for a piece of software that has banners that go across it. So it would help my moderators and me. And it says things like, click the link to buy a mini read, or mini reads are this much money, or all the readings are full, or things like that. So and I did it for that reason, only to find out that when I use it, even in the vertical mode, YouTube dings my views, and I get about 1/10 of the views, even though I'm vertical, that I would if I didn't use that software. So that's what it is. Let's go into the subconscious. Wait a minute, I'm trying to catch up here. I just love this, y'all. Button Romance is right here in the chat. If I do nothing else, I am happy this kind of thing happens here. I am so tickled y'all are talking. Queen of Swords, I haven't seen you, girl. Where you been? Oh, you're saying you've, okay. Thank you, darling. Let me catch up on the comments here. I know it's messed up, isn't it, Desi? But it's kind of what we deal with over here on this side of the camera. Got to deal with all that. Yeah, 7. And you bet, Trish, you come. You know how many come to the other ones. So yeah, it's messed up, but it is what it is. Jesus. I control if it make y'all feel better. It make us feel more at home, right? Oh, that's funny. I think I am, Desi. That may be my new job description, a soap opera director. Y'all are too funny. Hey, 1 second, y'all. I forgot to take my pill. Let me do that real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, thanks. And hopefully they'll help so I don't start coughing, like I do sometimes. I was briefly in it, just long enough to pop my acid reflux medicine. Jeez. Okay, now I am. Oh, Joseph, maybe that was your original $20. I thought I saw a second one. That's why I said what I did. I'm not used to this chat screen on my computer because I normally do it on my iPad, so it looks a little different. So if you, and I know you did that to support me, but I'm happy to do a reading for you, number one. And then for Queen of Swords, number two. So Joseph, you did do a second one. I see it now. Holy moly. Oh, Joseph's subconscious. Did you see the earlier conversation? You're going to want to play this back, Nish. I know, lovers who met in a spiritual YouTube. I bet it happens more than we realize. I mean, you're here on, you have a common interest, obviously. You're here. Master 7. Yeah, I thank you. I see that. I had to go back. Well, I don't know what I did to deserve your generosity, but I'm just going to be very, very grateful, Joseph. Please let me read for you. Whatever you, I mean, if it's in my wheelhouse, type a question in here, something you want me to do a reading for you for, and then I'll do Miss Queen of Swords over here. Queenie, did you type that? Let me go up here and open my paper. You might have typed your question. I didn't look yet. Okay, sorry for the timeout. Daisy's ask if I'm his soulmate. Do you want to be Daisy? You know that. You know I talk a lot about law of attraction in here. You know that, right? You remember that, right? You know how you manifest things? That's your homework. If you want Mr. Joseph, I'd start by, well, however y'all handle it. Yeah, apparently y'all are trying to keep me alive. And God bless each and every one of you. Joseph, really, don't be sorry, but I'm just here for you. If you think of something, please let me know. Okay, hang on, y'all. Time out. I'm reading Jay's comment here. My tech advisor. Everybody's getting it. All my mods are getting titles these days. I looked up and streaming vertically works. Yeah, I can stream it vertically in my other software live. Yes, but it doesn't add it to the Shorts live feed. Correct. This is when the free software stream. Yeah, this is with the free. Well, mine's paid, but still it's software. Yeah, I'm using StreamYard, and I can stream it vertically and do. But you're right, it doesn't go into the Shorts live feed. Ooh, Joseph. Okay, I wish someone would ask from the other tarot people I use just a general stuff. Of course, it might be a YouTube thing being lazy. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Well, we can ask. Desi, ask her in niche questions, Joseph. My brain is just so to use my intuition. Well, I will let Mish chime in. I guess she's still here. I know, like I said, she was just popping in because she had family. Oh, what did I miss about a threesome? Hang on. Wait, I'll leave y'all for 1 minute, not even 30 seconds. And y'all doing threesomes up in here? Me, myself, and I. You're funny. Oh, it did end early. See, if I'd known that, I'd get off here and go back over. Now that I got me some, all my moderators are here. I know, Daisy. I'm happiest too when I'm very happy right now. I really am. So back to Joseph though, Mish. Maybe we could put our heads together. I'm kind of inclined to just say, what does he most need to hear? But is that what your other tarot readers do, Joseph? I don't want to do what they do. I want to do something different for you. You have type 2 diabetes. Well, that's a crappy. I'm not going to use that word, but we all have something. It could always be worse. I got to think positive, Joseph, but I'm sorry you're having to deal with that, sincerely. So, Joseph, is that what everybody else does for you? Because I don't want to do what they do for you. No, I don't get that you have a victim mentality at all. Well, it can be a lifestyle disease, Desi. That is true. Deborah, I love your perspective, and maybe so. Maybe that is it. That's okay. Maybe that's it. We're not bad folks up in here. I think we've got a pretty nice group of people. Deborah just called you lonely. I didn't hear that. Where'd she? Because you enjoy our virtual company? That's not the same thing as calling you lonely. Maybe you're being, oh, you're funny. I didn't see the LOL. All right. Well, I'm going to just ask, what does Spirit think you need to hear? What are you afraid about moving forward with? Joseph? You're afraid about either taking action about something or moving forward about something. Okay. Mish says, I do think something will come out in the Pinnacle world. Okay. Love life, maybe? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Fears about moving forward, very possibly. Love life, but this is more than that. The 10 of Cups, unlike the 9 of Cups, this can be broader than one-on-one love. This is family also. There's other kinds of love besides just that. But ultimately, in a romantic love, like you're referring to, we want that, right? We want to go there. Most people do, anyway. All right, so now we know the issue. What? Mm-hmm. And Mish, as usual, is spot on. King of Pentacles in reverse. You're not feeling stable. This could be struggling with money, but you seem to be very generous. Now, these are opposing. Well, yes and no. I got it. This is who you are, but you're afraid to become this, maybe. You're a truck driver, me. Yeah. I feel like, Joseph, you are single, ready to mingle, very independent. Now, this person is, she has money. She's not worried or needing for anything, unlike this guy. So I'm feeling like there's an energy here of maybe you were this guy, the King of Pentacles in reverse, unstable and having money troubles, as I talked about earlier. Maybe you were this guy in the past. You're this person now, and you don't want to go back there. Maybe that's what your fear is. Or maybe it's just as simple as you're feeling unstable in some way in your life. Jay doesn't want to be dad today. Mm-hmm. And this confirms there's something you're worrying about. You could have some legal thing going on. Do you, Joseph, have some legal thing? Or this can talk about justice. This is any legal, anything from going to traffic court for a traffic ticket to being deported if you're an illegal alien, to dealing with a divorce situation, to inheritance, lawyers, whatever. I mean, it's the whole, I want balance and justice in my life. And you want communication, or you're wanting to give communication about this issue. Hang on, let me see what you said. That's fair. I make plenty of money, but I do feel unstable. Like it could go all the right. That's exactly what I was feeling. Like it could all go away in a moment. And that's the truth, and it could. I don't mean for you, I mean for all of us, anybody. I have a friend who's facing prison. Oh, I kind of remember that now that you say it. But I'm pretty good. Person, law-wise. Okay, I've never had a speeding ticket. Yeah, I think you stay between the navigational beacons, I think, as Jimmy Buffett would say. Or maybe this is saying, are you, because you're troubled about this, maybe this is this person too. Now, are you being asked to speak on his behalf? That could be what that is. Because this is a very strong card of communication. Justice system, communication. Like you may be asked to give some kind of character witness or something. That could be that. All right. Feeling a bit unstable. That's fair. A bit afraid to take a leap. I'm not sure about what yet. Why? That's weird. I don't know why. Maybe she felt it was being invasive to that person. I mean, there are boundaries like that. We do have to, if you're ethical, have to be mindful of that.